Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Hear Me Out Pitch, or if you are here for the first time, welcome. I'm Tim.
And I'm Willem.
And it's been a minute.
It's been another minute. We're sorry. I was Tim, we're gonna be like pretty close still. We'll be fine. No. Am I trying to get them to just break their lease and move to where I'm at? Yes. Do I have good reason to though? Yeah, but we won't talk about that today. So hi everyone.
Some stuff.
So
sorry, life kicked us in the teeth.
Has it not been kicking you all in
then
the teeth?
Then it kicked us in the groin, and then it kicked us in the face again, and
we had high squeaky voices for like a week. It's bad. That's why I didn't record. Help! You know, when Robin Williams gets shot, I've been shot.
It's just been, life has been a lot this month.
I just realized about a special day tomorrow. That's crazy. Wow. Oh, and that made me think about something else. Oh. All right. I'm good.
Yeah.
Everyone here is going, no, I'm like, yeah, it's fine. So
I know what he's talking about.
Both accounts, yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm fine. Anyway, hi everybody. How are you doing? Good. That's just pretending I can hear him. Yeah, really great.
How you doing? I'm this close, Willem. I'm this close. Somebody's going 6 feet under.
Good. Oh my gosh. Somebody. Wow, that was morbid. That shows you how hot it's been. They need to make up a word for when you're so hot and angry. Because you can't say hangry. And you can't replace the can't do the O. So I don't know. I mean, maybe that is the root of it, you know?
That's a different thing entirely.
Hot and angry. I think that kind of it's passion.
Okay.
Anyway, so really we're just gonna have like a fun one. I was gonna do suggestions for Tim, but no. Because I want one thing to have some more prep time.
Because it deserves it.
And it deserves it. And I'm not saying that this one doesn't deserve it. It's just that this one we've kind of already talked about. And it's a subject that Tim loves a lot. And I love it too. And it holds a special place in our heart because it is for our we're going to talk about, once again, the artwork, as well as dive into the alternate universe of our good friend, Hanna Loony. I don't know if you guys remember, but we did the episode with her artwork, and that's what started the whole trend
Artist
of us. Yeah,
thing.
Starting with art. Yeah. Like, yeah, and it's one of like right after her video is, when I first saw her video, I was going through artists, and that's how I found Maki's. I was starting to follow more artists on TikTok and Instagram and saw the Commander. And yeah, so I kind of think, you know, both Maki and Loony for all that they've done, and kind of helped kind of like, and also like
every artist that we've talked to, thank you so much.
Oh, and even talking to a few, I have one of our creators who is actually like trying to come up with a cartoon. I'm not gonna say nothing, but it's like they show me ideas every now and then. They send it to us. I'll have to show them to Tim more. I think I've showed it to you. And the show is so cute. And today they dropped a bomb on me. Like, this is what I'm planning. And I'm like, you're going to make everybody cry. And I love it. I love when you guys talk to us about it, which I wish we could like get Tim to have both. I need to like figure out that we both can see all your guys' suggestions. Cause I know that some of you really want to talk to Tim about D&D stuff and Star Wars stuff and Lord of the Rings stuff. And I'm sorry. It's all I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm not good enough. What'd you say today? That I was more passionate about stories or whatever? I don't know. What'd you say about movies?
No, I said you're more snooty.
Yes, I'm very snooty when it comes to stories. I want the emotions out, and we definitely are going to talk about one movie here soon.
That's why we do this.
I've always been passionate about movies. I just need someone who also loves stories and loves storytelling. And I was very lucky to stumble upon Tim. It was great. I kidnapped him. It was great. Yeah, you know the meme with the little box that I'll have it play here or something. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I think I sent, and Tim hasn't seen nothing. I've sent him the link to the post I was thinking about. So I want you to, I'll kind of read it when you've opened it so that everyone, and I'll kind of share it here in a way.
It's open.
Oh, it's open. So, and I'll try to post it on here and gotten Hannah's permission, of course. And, you know, it's, so this alternate universe is the idea of Luke is the one that is on Alderaan, and Leia is the one that was with the aunt and uncle. That's the alternate universe.
Okay.
And in this scene in particular, I imagine it's that Vader, I don't know if it's Vader or the Emperor. I like to think of it as Vader. And they're talking to Luke. And I just love how she draws them with those white eyes. Like, it makes them look like there's something sinister about the twins, especially if she draws anyone with force sensitivity. She draw and just I love it. But okay, I'm just gonna read what the voice is saying to Luke, and I just love the fear in Luke's eyes. It says, "By order of the Empire, for the crime of treason, for aiding the rebellion, you are hereby relieved of your duties as senator and sentenced to termination." And I just love it, because I just imagine it's Vader standing above him, just sitting there in just a different way. Like, it just seems different. And I don't know if it would be different because Vader would be more cordial to Leia, because that's what the council's trying to do, because we do kind of treat women differently than men in that sort of way. I don't know, but the idea of Vader comes in, kills all the rebels, and is staring Luke down, and it's like he doesn't get any of the sympathy like Leia did. And I don't know, that's what I imagine when I read this scene. But I don't know, Tim, what are your thoughts of if the twins would have
swapped places?
If I almost said Qui-Gon, sorry.
I think.
Well, hold on. I just want to say
I have theories from earlier.
I do want to say that I like to think that in this universe, Obi-Wan died and Qui-Gon tried to, and I know we talked about it. But I still would like to think that because Obi-Wan died at the hands of Darth Maul, Qui-Gon became a little more jaded, like Dooku. And that set him on a path to lock himself up against Anakin, and he didn't get the proper training from Qui-Gon. That's just a thought. I like the idea that instead of trying to find old Ben Kenobi, Leia's trying to find a very old
Qui-Gon.
Yeah, like I don't know what his regular boring name would be, but like, could you imagine like an old not decrepit, but just a very...
Imagine Yoda, but as a dude.
Yeah.
Like as a human.
Yeah. Very trying to train Leia, very different.
Yeah.
Ooh. Anyway, that's what I thought. Or we can just keep it as Ben. I'm indifferent. But anyway, sorry. What are your thoughts?
My initial thought is Luke's force sensitivity would have been discovered earlier.
Okay.
By the Empire. Because he is the child of a senator, a very prominent senator. And I don't know, I feel like Leia isn't quite as strong in the Force. She's strong in the Force. Don't kill me. She's not as strong in the Force as Luke.
Well, do you think that, because in many of her drawings, she does draw, let's see here. Oh, there's more.
Yeah, there's 13 images.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, like
they've got. I feel like in it's been long enough. Episode 8, maybe.
I didn't watch 9, so it was
or
8.
maybe episode 9. There's a flashback.
Oh,
there's a flashback where we see Luke and Leia training together with lightsabers.
Oh, that was definitely 9. I didn't see that.
Pretty sure that was 9. It's been long enough, and if you want to know our opinions on episodes 7, 8, and 9,
there's a lot of stuff.
We've got those.
Actually,
I rewrote those.
Tim wrote his own versions
early on. This was longer. I think episode 3 and 4, or maybe 4 and 5 of the podcast
was the first
episode of episode 7 of Star Wars. My version.
Oh, and spoilers for that though. Luke trains Finn.
Finn gets to be a Jedi.
Mm-hmm. And Rey gets trained by Leia. Just saying. It's pretty cool. I
don't remember where we're going with this.
Leia being
Luke and Leia are training together. They would have been about the same level at this point with the Force and with their training with the lightsaber. I honestly think at this point Luke would have been brought in to be either trained by Vader or maybe by the Emperor himself to be an Inquisitor or something. If they had swapped places.
I think that
in Star Wars Legends, Luke is one of the most powerful Force users in the galaxy in history. Like, he's the real deal. He is able to use the Force to just straight up move a black hole in Legends. Like, that's how strong he is. So I honestly think Luke would have been discovered, and if he hadn't been discovered by the Empire, Bail Organa and his wife probably would have had him doing something on the side in secret to practice with the Force and to learn. Leia, on the other hand, I mean, if we assume the story played out pretty much the same as it did in A New Hope, I honestly think things would have panned out the same for A New Hope. Episodes 5 and 6 would probably be very different in that they would probably both be Jedi by episode 6. They'd both be working on learning how to use the Force in episode 5. And they probably both would have gone to the Emperor at the end of 6 with Vader. They'd both be able to turn Vader back to Anakin easier. I don't know. Because there's a point where Anakin is gone, but he's not gone, right? Because he's able to be pulled back by Luke. Luke is able to pull Anakin back to the surface, and Vader's gone at that point. We see that at the end of episode 6, and we do see that hesitance at about the middle of episode 6 on Endor. And I think if Luke and Leia had been there, that would have been enough to probably turn Vader right then and there. Or at least get those seeds growing a little bit faster. And I'm under the impression that had Luke and Leia both gone, Vader would have turned on the Emperor by the time they got to the throne room.
So am I to take it that there is a part of you that wishes, in the original at least, that Leia would have done more with the Force and been a little bit sooner?
Yeah, my opinion is that 7, 8, and 9 should have been fewer years after episode 6.
Mm-hmm.
There should have only been maybe a 5-10 year gap. 10 years makes most sense to me, I think, around that range, where in that time they're learning more, they're setting up the new Jedi Order and stuff, and Leia is a full-fledged Jedi. And I mean, I had this in my versions of episodes 7, 8, 9, where Leia is a Jedi. She's training. She's a Jedi Knight. She has a Padawan of her own, and she's going through that, right?
But she's also, and I love how you also still had her be, head of the council. Like, it was so important to her character because she was
General Organa. That was by the end of everything, she was General Organa.
See, that's why I think in this one, I really do want this. I love the idea that the Empire is a little more harsher to Luke when they capture him. Like, I love the idea that I have always had the feeling that they're adoptive. We saw it in Kenobi. We really did see that in the Kenobi, that both parents, that adoptive parents, the aunt and uncle and the parents from Alderaan, I'm sorry, I'm not good with names, but they were both tasked to keep those kids quiet because they knew who those kids' parents were, right? They very much knew, but no one knew that Vader was Anakin. Anakin died. Which makes me laugh because I'm like, so who did everyone think Vader was? They just think that there was just some Sith Lord that the Emperor was like, here's my little lovely creation that no one knows about. Like, no one else saw that in mind, or was that so hard to, I don't know. I guess it is very hard to believe that, General Skywalker from the Clone Wars, who turned the tides, did everything.
Everybody had the Empire had their propaganda where, so when Order 66 came around and everything, basically the Empire used Mace Windu as kind of the figurehead of all of that, turned him into the bad guy. Right, and they had these Jedi are evil. They need to be executed for their treason. And there were some Jedi, like Anakin Skywalker, who were killed during all of this, and so they just played it off that Anakin Skywalker had been killed.
Sorry for that long tangent. That was
another thing, real quick. Actually,
monster!
If you've seen the Kenobi show, that final fight between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader, Obi-Wan spares Darth Vader's life.
Okay, but here's what's so hard about is writing and having power scaling, continuity. We do that. What is the true power scale? Do we have to go through all these records? Because all of us, it's hard to do fights. It's hard to write fights. That's why I try really hard not to do these. That's why it's so hard to make up superhero characters and characters that are going to last generations, because you're like, all right,
how do they stand up to the test of time?
Why is Spider-Man pinned under a fridge in the video game when he can pick up a building if need, not pick up, but hold a building falling on him, and I know that's not, it's just hard for power scaling. That's why I'm like, so I think we'd have to really analyze the true feats, because it's like, are the writers just getting sloppy? But I do think, Obi-Wan Kenobi beat Vader in the past. Mm-hmm. Vader wasn't thinking.
They knew each other to a level that nobody else knew them. Right, they were brothers. They trained. I mean, not literal brothers, but you know what I mean. They trained like brothers. They fought each other. They dueled each other growing up, and they learned from each other. They knew each other's tricks. That's why during the epic Duel of the Fates bit at the end of episode 3, I know it's not Duel of the Fates. I know that's episode 1. I'm aware. Duel of the Fates makes more sense for episode 3 than it. Anyway.
Wait a minute.
That whole fight, they are like 1-1. Like they are fighting themselves, basically. Like you see them when they're both doing the cool thing where they're and where they're spinning the lightsabers and then they clash in the middle.
They're like holding so it's
like they know.
I've seen that movie once.
They know their fighting styles. They know how to fight each other and how to win. And then they have to plan around all of that, and they've been doing it for so long. Anyway, I think Mace Windu, who also watched Anakin grow up and become a powerful, very good leader of a general in the clone army, and having seen and analyzed his fighting styles, I don't think Mace would hold back for anything.
And I don't think Vader would either. I think all I'm saying is
Vader doesn't hold back.
No,
I don't think Mace would hold back either at that point.
No,
I think it would be a close fight, but I think Vader would lose.
Ooh. That's crazy. That is crazy.
I do think Vader would lose. If you disagree with me,
we'd love to hear about it.
We would love to hear about it. Tell me why I'm wrong. In a nice way. Don't be
polite.
Be mean to me.
He'll cry.
No, I won't. I'll make Willem cry for me.
So mean. Read the comments.
But yeah, tell me what you think. Tell me why you disagree, or if you agree with me or have other information that I'm missing. Tell me.
I think it really stinks because George Lucas had a goldmine of an idea, and I don't know. I feel like he had a very good hero's journey story, and he had probably one of the most intriguing villains. And I feel like because everybody loves it so much, everyone grabs it their own way, and that's why we're talking about this alternate reality made by Loony, because I love the idea of it. I love the idea of seeing, because I imagine that, what if we still followed Luke in this alternate reality and we were just getting it from her side? And I want to know Leia's idea, but now we're kind of going to see what happened with Leia, what happened in her, because Leia was tortured. We all kind of forget that, but they pulled out that little robot and they kind of briefed it. But if you really think about it, she was tortured. It's terrible. She watched her whole planet be destroyed, and I wish that we would get more of that. And I think that Leia would have been, I would love to see this dirty, caked, Leia just being all scrappy, just like Luke was, saying all the same things her brother would say, I shoot a swamp rat or whatever.
A womp
rat. Sorry, I added an S there. I just think that it would just be very interesting. I love, because we all loved Carrie Fisher. Love her, miss her. And I just the scene with Luke being like, "Are you a little short for a stormtrooper?" And Leia I think you're stupid. Just say, just no hold bars of I think
she would have been. I think what she would have said is, "Aren't you a little short to be a senator?"
That would be funny. I didn't know stormtroopers could be women. I'm gonna shoot him. Can I shoot him? Look down the hall. I'm gonna shoot him.
Don't shoot him. He's a senator.
He's a senator. Oh, I'm sorry, Senator. It would be funny if Leia was taller.
It would be.
He's just short. And I don't know if you've seen the artwork, but but Luke has this awesome outfit. It's very grand. It's a light side version of Palpatine.
It's a senator's. It's senator's robes.
Yeah, I can leave now. It's a realization it is just, it's a stark contrast, and I really like it. And I think that I kind of like the idea of Luke, if we're going to kind of keep it, I really do want to see more of, if this Luke has been raised as a senator, I want to see that, because we've seen that he has that aggression. I want to see more of him. I want to see Luke with a blaster. I want him following, and
we see him with a blaster.
Well, we do
in episode 4.
Yeah, but I want to see more of the. I don't know. I think it's just very intriguing to. And sorry, guys, I'm all over the place. I've been thinking about what Tim thoughts of Tim bringing up the twins, and it really makes me upset that we discover that Leia is Luke's sister. We discover that she is the daughter of Vader, and it really stinks that we just didn't get to see Leia with a lightsaber. It would have been.
I am okay with how I'm actually very happy with how episodes 4, 5, and 6.
Well, of course, they're classic. That is the classic, and I would.
They're not perfect just the way they are.
They are.
I think episodes 7, 8, and 9 should have been the rebuilding of the Jedi Order with them as young adults,
brother and sister
rebuilding as Jedi,
the children of Anakin Skywalker, and because their mother was queen.
Mm-hmm.
She was part of the Senate. She knew that, and like it's just they are technically royalty, both of them. And then they're just they are so amazing. Like the twins are. You really think about it, they're so cool. And that's why I really think that just any way you travel, like you just go about it, it really stinks of, it doesn't stink. Oh, but she has drawings of Luke as the slave, and he's like, it's basically just the loincloth, and then he's just, but it's just so funny because Leia's like trying to save him, and I think Jabba the Hutt is still, it doesn't matter. Jabba's gross no matter what, but it just Luke is just sitting there in this outfit, and I'm like, yeah. And Leia's holding him, and I'm like, yeah.
That's funny.
And I love it. I love that type of stuff. Like just if they had switched entirely. But I love her artwork. I think every time, like she drew one though. I'm going to kind of do a tangent of another one of her. Oh my gosh, she just posed? No, she didn't. Okay, I got excited for a second. I was like, oh my gosh. Sorry guys, I'm on my phone. I try not to be on my phone so much.
I'm just looking back through these pictures, and I think,
like, so her most recent one,
they're awesome,
is Luke. Luke is staring into, I don't even know. He's just staring out, and they just look so hollow. And one of the comments, one of my favorites, like, it looks like Luke is just trying hard to stay human. And I was like, oh.
That's kind of what it looks like. It also kind of looks like a little bit like Darth Malgus. Who is kind of like an early version of Darth Vader, except instead of the whole helmet,
he's just got
he's got the Bane respirator.
Yeah.
Like the Batman Bane respirator.
And I think that Luke, that one right there, works so well with the ideas that you came up with, Tim, of just this Luke of that is what we got a little bit of it in 7, 8, and 9. Just this Luke that has the weight of the council, but we should have gotten that. You're right, we should have gotten it sooner. Or at least we really should have. I don't know, Tim. And it really stinks because I know how much you love Star Wars. Because correct me if I'm wrong. And I'll just say top 3, it's in your top 3 franchises ever.
Easy.
We'll just leave it there.
Easy. Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, and Avatar: The Last Airbender.
All right.
Those are my top 3.
Yeah. So it's just a very loved and just, I don't know. And I feel bad. I feel like we didn't really talk about this alternate universe because I don't know, like, what would be the, okay. Sorry, I know it's been like, holy crap, and we went on a huge tangent about Mace Windu and Darth Vader, and I feel like we did Hannah no justice, and I'm a terrible friend, because we were like, we're going to talk about her art, and then it just went on a Star Wars tangent, because we like Star Wars on this podcast.
We do.
But her artwork is so much fun. Like, you really need to go through and, like, go look at everything. Mm-hmm. Like, all the artwork, like, she drew kind of, I don't want to say that Maul's Apprentice, the new one from the new show. I don't know if you've watched any. Have you watched any of that?
I haven't.
No. Have you heard?
He's been busy. I've been busy, and I'm very sick of Disney right now.
Okay, this one, it's the one director you like. and it's the one actor that you like from Star Wars. He really should be in Star Wars more because of how he...
Sam Witwer?
Yeah.
He is the voice of a lot of things in Star Wars.
He plays like basically the entity of the dark side. Yeah. I need to watch.
He plays
Did you watch the interview about that?
Yeah.
And how he basically tries to mimic all of the...
Yeah.
He is so awesome. And I'm just like, and I'm so sad because he'll always just be Starkiller to me. And Starkiller was just that. I really realized that was right before Disney got Star Wars, right?
I think so.
Yeah, that was Lucasfilm, and that was right before the merger. So I think that was like our last bit of like Star Wars. And I'm not saying Disney did a bad job. I'm not going to say it. I'm not, but...
We're both looking for a rodent coming through the door.
I'm looking for
a baseball bat.
I'm not gonna... What'd you say?
No, I've been really sick of Disney lately. So I haven't watched that. It is on my list. It is near the top of my list because I love Darth Maul. I haven't had the motivation to watch it.
Anyway, just the way that you can tell that she loves Star Wars. Mm-hmm. You can tell that it's something special, and I just appreciate it. And I feel bad, and I feel like we'll definitely dive more into her work some more, because like some of the artwork, like the way that their eyes glow is something that I wish, like I will always from now on in my head just imagine that Luke and Leia, like, could you imagine if someone edited the movies that every time they look at the camera, just something is just in their eyes? You're like, oh, ew. Like, it's not like on accident, but it just gives everyone a bad vibe of them their whole lives. Yeah. Like, could you imagine we have a backstory of Leia, or even we'll just talk about this Luke, this senator, and we see him like kind of getting in someone's face about something on the council. They're like, not council, the Senate. And they're like talking. And someone from Palpatine, a Representative Palpatine, is talking about what they want. Alderaan? Is that the planet they're on? Like something about mining or whatever.
Coruscant's the kind of the capital of the Empire. Alderaan is
the whole planet. Is that the whole planet that gets destroyed?
Alderaan is the planet that gets destroyed.
Okay.
That's Leia's home planet.
Okay, so I imagine that... So do they represent Alderaan, or...
I think so, yeah.
Anyway, I just imagine that no one can ever look
I think that's how it works.
Like, could you imagine no one is able... Could you really look someone in the eye if they're just eyes, like, that predatory... You know how cats' eyes, all those things, they're looking at Luke, and they're just like, oh, and he's just staring at them, the menace, the fear... Okay, this is very random. This is probably one of the last things, and I'll go. But I just want to make it clear. Everyone knew about Darth Vader on the Senate. Everyone knew about, like, everyone knew of Vader's, like, Black Hand Vader, right?
Vader is the Emperor's attack dog.
Yeah,
everybody knows who Vader is.
Because there's that point in movie, 4, where we first get introduced to Vader, and he force chokes the guy through the TV. You're like, oh, like, because everyone's like, oh, there's no more need for your wizards and blah blah blah. Which that, with all the stuff that Disney's been making, it's like, okay, so this dead, very rare Jedi thing doesn't feel so rare anymore.
Yeah.
That is one gripe I'll really have, is like, it was supposed to be like, there are not that many of you.
There's not supposed to be.
There's a rare breed.
There were supposed to be hundreds and hundreds of Jedi out in the galaxy. And only somewhere around 60 survived.
Yeah.
But like, you are right. It doesn't feel like...
Like, Vader's supposed to be like the only one with a lightsaber on that council. Maybe they're supposed... Yeah. I mean, I don't know. The point is, I just have this... I wish we can't turn back the clock. We can't turn anything. But if we were to go through this universe I would want Luke to be, if he's going to have that authority on the Senate, I would want him to have the spirit of his mother, but with the intimidation of his father without him knowing. And like, I can imagine that his adoptive parents kind of berate him a few times, like, you need to like tone it back. And I don't know where you get this from. And they both know exactly where he gets it from his mother and his father. Like, he gets in people's faces. I would love to see him punch someone and even like him try to put up a fight a little bit when Vader pulls him in, and that's why I just love that look of a scared Luke on that council as he's being told. I just love it. That scene. I imagine that he has witnessed a massacre and he's been helping, and he has been beat by some of the stormtroopers. I imagine that he put up a fight, and it's just I imagine that this Luke, I would want him to have that ferocity that Leia has in the movie, but it's just channeled differently. We see it different. I would want that first scene. I really would want him like bashing in one of the stormtroopers' helmets, and they finally pull him aside, beat him up, and Vader comes in, and Luke is sitting there, bloody nose and everything, and looking up at Vader, and Vader's like, for your crimes, you are hereby to be terminated. You're like, oh gosh. Or even after, maybe could be, no, I lied. I lied to him. I want this scene, if it were to be, this is right after they blow up Alderaan. That's when Vader would say it. They've gotten all the information out of him.
I think it would be Tarkin to say it, not Vader.
Yes!
Tarkin would be the one to say it.
That's even, but I would want Vader in the corner. Just staring at it. Because Vader doesn't know yet.
No.
Anyway, I think I have a feeling that we've drawn it out, and that was fun though. I need to talk about Star Wars. I don't know if you guys can tell, but there is a part of me that really does love Star Wars. I really do. Tim's right. I am snooty. I will dive into things and I will get snooty about it. I will become unbearable, and there's a certain thing I need Tim to catch up on with me that I need to talk about soon. I think that's what we're going to do next week, because I'm losing my mind. Anyway, I am satisfied. So for really quick, before I give it to, Tim, give us your final thoughts. You started the episode. I'm the one that says goodbye. Talk to the people. They love you.
I don't know. I think we had some fun with this episode. It's been a bit.
Sorry, it turned into rambling. We will get. Yeah.
I think the point we wanted to make was there's if there even was a point to this. I think it's just that everybody is entitled to have ideas and to share those ideas and to have some fun with them. And everybody is allowed and should be creative in their own way. And I guess kind of with that, just remember to love each other. You guys kind of know the drill at this point. But love each other and be kind to each other, because you never know what people are going through. You never know what kind of inspiration people need. You never know what kinds of things you are going to inspire with your kindness. And with that, I'll give it to Willem.
I think that's a good point that Tim made, and I just I would encourage everyone to try to, if you have these type of ideas in your head and you're inspired, make your own story, and not even just an alternate universe. If you have the gears turning, change it. That's what we've done in the past. We have the Odyssey. That's something that's been retold so many times. Romeo and Juliet retold so many times. Eurydice and Orpheus. So many of these old stories we've changed. Technically, Star Wars is a retelling of the hero's journey. There's just so many things. So if you feel inspired, of course, write your fanfics. Have fun with it. Do it. Have the passion. Again, these pictures, I don't think I enjoy I do love seeing fan art of Star Wars, but no fan art has the reason why we started the artist talking point is because of and her artwork. Ugh. And so I can't get enough of it. So thanks, Hannah, again for letting us talk about your art. And sorry if we went off rambling, because again, it just inspires us to talk. You have the passion that we want to just talk about it. So never give up your passions. Keep to storytelling. Don't stop loving stories, everybody. And with that, we will see you later, pitches. Bye.
Bye.